so you know, because I'm a conqueror.
So that's how that's gonna open.
Yeah, I mean, it's just working out perfectly.
Yes. So this is the WaccPacc podcast number 2. We've got Biggmacc here,
Of course.
and your, I guess, pretty much host.
Sexy host.
Well, thank you.
He's naked.
Silas.
Sure.
So, Biggmacc, like the rest of the WaccPacc group, does not have a YouTube channel, so you won't have to worry about subscribing to him because it's not very active. Of course, it could be, but
I refuse. It's against my personal moral beliefs. I believe in Mixer like Ninja.
Bro, didn't he get like a few million from that and then Mixer died?
Ninja is absolutely crazy, but I haven't heard a single peep out of him in years. I need Ninja back. I need Fortnite back. Bring me back in 2017 where people weren't dying of COVID-19 and all that.
Oh, we can't say that.
Oh my god. Oh,
Call it, what is unsubscribed call it? Gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
Gingivitis. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go in here and like mute that though.
I guess so. Alright.
Which is really a bitch. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. I'm gonna have to like try and cut it perfectly.
Yeah.
Also, I'll have to cut this as well.
Grape juice.
Grape juice, yep. Though sometimes when we say it, it sounds way too much like what it's referring to. So far, that's all we've had to do. I need to put up a fucking list of names. Teachers are Miss Payne. Yeah. I'm having to fill him in because he never watched the podcast in its entirety. He watched parts of it, only the funny parts.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know how any of these people can advocate for free speech and he can't even say certain words on the website without getting demonetized. I just think that goes against the whole principle of it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is only like 4 subscribers, so I guess, you know what, fuck it.
Who gives a fuck? COVID-19, rape.
No,
Israelis.
not grape. We don't need like people coming back from
Palestine, like free Palestine. Let's go. We're getting all
Palestine,
controversial topics.
Let's go Ukraine. Hong Kong #1, China #4.
And doing you're the bad guy. Okay, we're releasing everything. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah. I got nothing left. Let's go.
So this podcast, it's already gone to shit as per usual. As I'm sure most of our podcasts are just gonna go to absolute fucking shit. We're gonna be talking about the media and why it fucking sucks and how it's always sucked. I mean, once again, we're only high schoolers, and we even can say that it's absolute garbage.
Yeah. I mean, just like, look at the whole Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, that whole case, like, that is just a whole bunch of fucking...
Did you see her lawyer on I think it's like, today, was it Sunday morning, whatever, today's show?
What do you do?
So she goes, she asked, what was it, the lady, the interviewer asked her, does she have the money to pay Depp? And she goes, no, not even close. Like, she's trying to sue him again, I guess. Like, go back to court to sue him.
She must be wild, bro.
She took a shit on his bed. Of course she's wild.
I I can't even say anything about Amber Heard. I can't really say anything positive about Amber Heard, because first of all, she's a shit actress. Like, Aquaman was trash, okay? I see all these articles, okay? This is another thing about the media. They make all the bullshit sound like it's good. They made Aquaman sound like it was the next Infinity War. I went into the movie theater. I was ready to watch this shit. It was garbage.
Let's get something here clear. Biggmacc here works at movie theater, so he can walk into a movie at any point for absolutely free and get the entire synopsis. Like, basically, immediately tell me whether it's good or bad, or you can eat that chicken sandwich by any chance.
I'm about to eat that chicken sandwich. You go. But man, I swear to God.
That's what we gotta do.
What?
We all need to bring in rotisserie chickens to school.
Hey man, we on Monday dressing up like pastors or something.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah, they're dressing up like pastors and gonna go pretend to diddle a kid.
Oh my
I
no.
swear to God, wait till the media gets a...
Dude, wait until Twitter gets a hold of this.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's gonna be a field day. That's so funny. And that's also to get back onto media and how it sucks. Sorry, we're like, this is like the most ADHD fucking podcast you're ever gonna come across. Like it's never gonna stay cohesive at all. I don't even think that's the right word.
The fuck is cookies? I don't even know what are you talking about.
What?
Cookies? But
Cohesive.
Cohesive. Is that what you said you were mumbling? I didn't hear.
Oh man, if I mumble and you're hearing cookies out of cohesive,
Okay,
I
listen,
swear to God,
cookies out of
people are
cohesive is not even that much of a stretch.
I feel bad for people who like sit there and like are like trying to hear me on like talk about something and they're like, just shaking their head up and down like I have no idea what this kid's saying, but and I'm over here mumbling.
Listen, I could have done that, but I understand your meaning.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, so back on media, the fact that
this trial even happened is just travesty, honestly.
Yeah.
And I mean, when that whole thing with Amber Heard came out, like when I heard the phone call came out 2 years ago about how she said that she was hitting him instead of punching him. I don't know. She's crazy. She shit on the man's bed. You can't even make this up. Like, this is unbelievable, the shit that she has done. She threw like a vodka glass, broke his whole finger off.
Yeah, that's insane.
This bitch is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't even know how you can justify this. But, I mean, he won, but he's not going to get a fucking dime.
No.
She's going to declare bankruptcy.
Yeah, or she'll just, like, what she's, from what her lawyer says, she's going to countersue again. Or she's going to sue him back now.
That's simply a waste of money.
It's a waste of fucking time. That's what it is. Like, it's so fucking stupid. And what, she's going to try and, like, sue for, like, what's it called? What he sued for?
Defamation.
Defamation. Sorry, yeah. I'm slightly retarded. That is a possibility. Don't fucking cancel me on that, Twitter. And also, if you're watching this and you're from Twitter, hi. If you're from the future,
Brody
hi.
Malarkey.
You can't say his name.
Listen.
You can't say people's names.
They won't know.
There's a reason why we have code names, okay?
Right.
Is the schnizzle.
Well, let me rephrase.
Echo.
Yeah.
Is grape dog.
Grape dog.
Grape dog.
Oh, yeah, because
okay.
Grape dog, yeah.
And then you are Biggmacc.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm Silas.
Naturally.
Okay. There you go. See, I'm gonna have to fucking. I hate watching. I have to watch back through and like see my gameplay, as like I'm getting torched.
I'm seeing the gameplay. I'm just like crying, bro.
I didn't play Call of Duty as a kid. Okay, I've only just now started like online. I always played against the bots. We never had online. My parents didn't believe in it. I guess I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure they heard like. The fact that we would go to people's houses and like hear people screaming like so many terrible words over like the speakers, and it's like, why are you talking like that? It's not us, Ma. It's like, turn it off. Aw, I don't want to hear that. No fun. No. Anyways, back to media once again. Like, we have to
retrack.
We gotta like constantly go back to the topic, but no.
back.
So no, just it's one of my one of my old, I guess, I don't know, someone I follow on Instagram was had posted on their story about the fact that the news media or media in general is kind of just being ignored, like the whole people in general like tuning into media or like clicking on bad news is on a decrease, and I can strongly say that has to do with the fact that it's from the past 2 years with Corona and just, just shit in general. I mean, you got the Ukraine and Russia, the shit between Russia and China for a while.
Every controversy that exists. I mean,
people have just stopped giving a shit about it, is what it comes down to. Like, the over dramatization and whatnot of media in general is, I would say it's pretty fucking annoying. I'll look up, but I mean, it goes back as far as 19. I have to look it up real quick what date it was, but I mean.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff I see out there is lies. I mean, when the trial between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp
it's
went
a
on.
half truth.
No way, bro. It's mostly lies. Because I went on Snapchat and I see all these Snapchat stories. I see, is Johnny Depp going to lose the case? No! He's not going to lose the case. It's impossible.
That's like me showing up for my history slide presentation. Being like one of the last people to go up. And bullshitting the entire presentation. And everyone else has like facts, dates that they've memorized. And me and two other presenters have just memorized everything on a website in like 3 minutes.
There's two.
Mind you, also finishing the presentation and pictures and shit in the middle of people presenting.
No.
We got a B-, by the way. Like, no joke, we bullshitted the entire presentation. Like, we skimmed over the page.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of the stuff today is just bullshit. I mean, it's just straight up lies. Well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Because nowadays, it's so damn divided that if you simply believe in a different ideology, then, like, when you tell other people about that ideology, then it comes off as lies to the opposition.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like, because the viewpoints are entirely different.
And it works like that for both sides of politics anyways.
Yeah, and the media definitely takes advantage of that. And that's why they're so powerful, because they have 50% of the world believes them and 50% of the world hates them. And the other 50% that hates them, they go watch the Republican channel or the Democrat channel or whatever the opposite channel is.
Yeah, and it's pandering is what, or I think is what the word is, where it's just you've got an incident that happens and it's being used to this year it's the tragedy that happened down in Texas. It's fucking horrible, and that the dude is insane for one even doing it, but the fact that you've got both Republicans and Democratic political sides using it as political gain for this upcoming election, and I full on believe, because it's election year, so everything you're going to see in the media is fucking insane, because it's the only thing that's getting through. The shit that happened down there is a Tuesday in Chicago. Like, and no one talks about that. No one talks. You can go online to, it is a website that has a live count, basically, of injuries and shit like that, of people who get shot.
How many children get shot?
But that's what they do. They ignore. You can literally see the data from Chicago. And Chicago's a hellhole in the first place. Not as much as, like, say, fucking, like, the rest of
Texas.
Yeah, that is
the rest of Texas.
Like the heat wave that is the western region of America. But no, it's just no one talks about that, because that's just a Tuesday. And to the rest of the nation, that won't be anything, because it doesn't affect them. But you take one incident like, what happened down in Texas, once again, using it as an example of how the media generally, and this happens on both sides, there's no central way of putting it out there, because there's so much bias behind it, because you can use it and twist it for your own political gain, because they did it back in 2020, and they did it throughout 2021, and it's obvious there if you see it, and if you don't, I'm sorry, but wake up and just smell the fucking coffee at this point, dude. Like, it's right there in front of you. Like, it's so just potent. Like someone just took a shit on your chest while you're sleeping.
Showing your bed, Amber Heard.
Yeah, like it's Amber Heard fucking loops around. No, But it's right there in your face, and people don't pick up on that, and some people don't want to admit that. That media in general likes to just pick and choose what tragedy they're going to use to further, one, their political side and political gain and control.
Yeah, I feel like a part of it is on the people too, though. The people of America nowadays are so retarded that we see like a headline. We see a headline like, I don't even know, is grass green? And it's like, no, grass is actually blue. And people are like, oh my god! But then, no, it doesn't matter because the actual story is, oh, well, in this part of fucking, I don't know, Uruguay, there's blue grass. But all you saw was that it's like, all the grass is blue now. It's not actual green. And people actually believe this shit. They don't even read the articles.
Or watch. I mean, people, you've got news stations that will put out like a news headline for like on YouTube or anything like that. They look at the headline. I'll even say that I'm at fault for this at times where I see a news article or something on YouTube and I just like read the title and go, oh, well, we're fucked. And that's all I do. Because I've got 30 other things that I'm trying to see and I don't want to pay attention to that. I just read the headline thinking that's the story. But in reality, it's what one either gives you false information or is what's trying to hook you in and pull you in, and then it just turns out to be absolute fucking bullshit, like every BuzzFeed article ever.
Well, I mean, nowadays a lot of news, quote unquote, is left up to the interpretation of the media outlet. Yeah. Instead of actual facts, because we've become so reliant on news, right, that we just get spoon-fed all whatever they want to give us, right? So back in the day, right, when I was 37 years old, back in 1987, you could go up and you could just look at documents yourself. Sometimes, they got little newspapers and all that. But that was back when CNN covered stuff that wasn't bullshit. That was back when MSN didn't exist, none of that. It was just newspaper, black and white, and they would tell you what you need to know. Sometimes they wouldn't even tell you what you needed to know. They would just show you the document. Like when the Pentagon Papers came out, of course, there was all this stuff, but they showed you the documents. That was what was important.
Pause real quick. Sorry about the quick pause. We were just, I was just making sure that we didn't have another incident like the last podcast where if the controller turns off, it stops recording or stops audio recording. But since we got a new mic, hopefully it sounds amazing. It probably doesn't, to be honest, from the little sound that we got there. But hopefully this sounds amazing and y'all love it. But no, like you were saying, we get spoon-fed a lot of the time, and this goes back, and this is a topic.
Like I said, when I was 37 years old, back in 1987.
Exactly, yeah. Even then we got spoon-fed because there was no other sense of media because we didn't have the internet. You had the newspaper and the 10 o'clock news, and that was your information. So you even then, but back in. It was one of America's probably worst rail disasters in 1918, where the fact that over 100 people died or were injured.
What event was this?
Huh?
What event was this?
The worst. It's called Great Train Wreck of 1918.
Of course, you wouldn't know about that being a train.
Doing light trains and whatnot, but I like other topics too. God damn.
Yeah.
No. So anyways, like over so many people died on this, right? Like at the time, wooden passenger cars. We wouldn't think about this now, but wooden passenger cars are not safe. I mean, there were incidents in the 1800s where train cars were heated by a steel stove and coal, and if the train tipped over, that shit would spread all over a wooden coach car that's flammable. And just cook people to death. The other thing was wooden cars were being used as second and third class seating. So it was way cheaper, and you had first class who could pay the money, who got steel heavyweight passenger cars, which were more, I guess you would see more now. Like that kind of car, not exactly, but a heavyweight. I'm sure you could look it up. But anyways, the incident basically had the wood cars had what's called telescoping, where the cars collapse in on each other. Anyone inside the car that's being collapsed onto another car generally are going to be crushed by said car that's being pushed through the other car. I hope I'm making the description like enough without having to show pictures.
Yeah.
But no, it was one of the worst train accidents, and it caused for railroads by the government to have to step in and basically be like, look, this isn't going to happen anymore. The issue was that at the time, you had the Spanish flu, you had World War I, you had all this death and whatnot that could be dramatized and you know whatnot. But this didn't get that. Very local maybe, but it didn't get that to the rest of the nation. It would have, if the whole nation's behind it, it would help something like this. But it wasn't put out there because the media deemed it not suitable to be dramatized and just used for their own gain, whether that's money or whatever, political. It just wasn't, and that's kind of one of the issues is media just there isn't a news source that is news. It's media. It's just there for you to click on. There's no media source that is just news. That just talks about the facts, because media generally, like even down in any incident, are the first one. Whoever's there first generally is the winner in the race of broadcasting it and whatnot, and that's kind of the issue, is where the money is.
Yeah.
And the pushing of money and whatnot, which our nation is based around capitalism, and so a government news source could only do so much before it's just the same thing as everything else, which that's kind of why I think media in general kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Let's shit on YouTube now.
Oh my goodness. What's that woman's name? Leader of YouTube, Susan. I don't even know. Wojcicki.
I don't know. She's gonna be technically at some point gonna be paying us, I guess.
You say you saw that podcast that I think Logan Paul podcast.
I don't watch that.
It was like Logan Paul podcast with Donald Trump. They weren't even saying crazy shit. They weren't talking about, okay, it wasn't Donald Trump talking about sucking cock with ISIS, okay, or any bullshit, okay. It was just Donald Trump talking about stuff.
It was just talking about stuff.
But just because he was Trump and all that, they took down the whole 2-hour podcast. Just because of that.
Well, since we said Trump, bye!
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
We're out of here.
No, yeah, that just, once again, the political side of it,
Yeah, it's all.
He's I will say this: he's one of the worst fucking presidents, and the one we have now is just as bad.
Sleepy Joe.
But Trump is a fucking comedian.
Honestly, I was laughing my ass off from January of 2017 when he was inaugurated, all the way to 2021 when Joe Biden was inaugurated. I was some of the funniest years of my life. Every day I would log on to Twitter and see Donald Trump saying some new bullshit.
Oh my god, dude. And it was all comedy. It was absolutely comedy gold.
Kofefi. I think he was just fucking with people. I honestly just think he was fucking with people. He just randomly went out and say shit. just to make him pissed off, so that they didn't know. They didn't
pissed
see.
off both sides, both Republicans and Democrats, and it was the best thing ever.
The Republicans were like, we can't control him.
No,
and then the Democrats were like, he's fucking everything. I don't even know. They said everything under the sun about Donald Trump. Orange man bad. I can't even watch these like late night talk shows. And this is another thing about media is like these late night talk shows. Oh my God, bro. This is some of the worst slander I've ever seen in my life. I am not a fan of Donald Trump, but holy shit, they were just...
Well, okay, we're fans of the fact that he's an absolute comedian, but the fact that he was a president also is one of the biggest memes, I think, of our generation that we'll be able to say is, we had a literal fucking Cheeto as a president, and now we've got, like, I don't know, fucking Snoopy. I don't know what to call Joe. Like, he's like a beanbag. Like, this oh my God, there's so many good GIFs of him even.
I'd rather have Donald Trump spouting nonsense like Kofefi than Sleepy Joe not being able to say anything at all.
Yeah, or walking off stage. I mean, Trump was there to he was gonna talk shit till you fucking gave up because there was nothing left for you to say because he's already said everything.
Understand.
Yeah, probably degrading himself so you can't even get on that point. And then he's gonna go after you. And that was the funniest thing ever, was that no one could truly just like he could. Just on a dime, be able to just absolutely roast the fuck out of someone.
The Hillary Clinton
and laugh about it.
The Hillary Clinton versus Trump debates are some of the best stand-up comedy routines that you will ever find. Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, they all don't have shit on Donald Trump, bro. What was that thing he said Hillary Clinton was talking about when she becomes the president? And he was just like, then you'd be in jail. And it was like, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, I don't even remember. I just remember it was just, it was a fucking meme. And
that's crazy.
I think that's the funniest part, is the fact that people were so tired of the same shit that the biggest meme in history got voted president. And it's just like, it's hilarious. And the fact that people, even today, I mean, are still talking about him, it's like, you guys miss him, because that was everyone's biggest payday, CNN, that was all they had going.
If you say something about Donald Trump, everybody puts their hands up. They're like, oh shit, now we're talking about Donald Trump. Now it gets political because now all the Democrats come out and all the Republicans come
out the fucking woodwork.
Right, and now we're all talking. Now that you got people talking, you got people screaming, you got people arguing over stuff, and it's interesting, and it gets you views, it gets you clicks. That's why CNN loved it so much.
Yeah,
and that's why all the social media. That's why all the media loved it so much.
Yeah, MSB, the BS whatever bullshit. You got Fox.
Saturday Night Live. I don't think they went a single day
without saying
something about Donald Trump. Donald Trump's shoes were untied. Yeah. Donald Trump's shoes were untied one time, and I saw SNL. They showed a picture of Donald Trump's shoes were untied, and they did a whole skit about him falling down the stairs or some shit.
Yeah, no, it was just...
It was so dumb. I don't understand, but it was so boring.
Yeah.
It was so boring. By the time the 4 years were over, I was like, I'm ready for this to be over, kind of. Because... it was just so much.
Straight. Yeah, 4 years straight. There was not a single... I don't think there was a single SNL that didn't have something talking about Trump.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was talking about Trump. Yeah. The Democratic stations were slandering him, and then then you had Fox dick riding him. I didn't even know. I've never seen something like this. Me and Khalifa couldn't top it. I mean, they were just going crazy. They were defending him at every angle. It didn't even matter what you said about him.
And then guess what? Right when he gets out of office, everything fucking turns. They're still Republican, but they dropped him.
Wiped off the earth.
Yeah, they dropped him.
Now it's just hating. Now it's just switch sides. Now Republicans are hating on Sleepy Joe, and Democrats are dick riding him. I mean,
no, they're even giving up too, dude.
Sometimes Sleepy Joe is too much. He has that effect on people. You have to. At some point, you're like, there's nothing I can do, man.
Yeah, there's only so much editing that we can actually do before it's like, I'm sorry.
The edit of when he. You see that edit of him chasing after the ice cream truck? That was the. Listen, dude. I feel like that might happen in the next 2 years. I'm not even.
No, the fucking dude. I love the one where the Secret Service is like he's walking down the path, right, and he walks right fucking past him.
It's like
and
the
voiceover.
voiceover.
His hands like.
He's like, I don't know where he's going, man. He must be going through the White House back door. I don't even know where he's going.
They're like take him around back, and it's gonna be like fucking Old Yeller. There's Old Yeller.
Look at the flowers, Joe.
Yeah.
We did it, Joe.
Look at the rabbits, Lenny. Look at them. No, it's like, oh my god, dude. No, it's just that's the funny part is we've got a literal fucking vegetable for a president. We had a Cheeto last time fighting against quite literally the most
raggedy bitch. Just a random raggedy bitch off the street.
No. The Clinton family in general is sketchy as fuck. Dude, I would not.
Completely.
If I
the
ever.
only
if
thing,
if
man, Bill is.
If WaccPacc ever just all of a sudden just disappears off the face of the earth.
We were killed by Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
We were killed by, just like Epstein, okay? Bill Clinton, he couldn't burn the receipts fast enough, okay? So Epstein had him, he had to hang him.
Dude, that is no shit. Like, this isn't a fucking conspiracy. There's no fucking way that shit, you can say that the cameras are out and whatnot. At a certain point, the facts that are given are definitely not fucking facts.
Yeah. I mean, well,
it's going to come out in 60 years. We have to wait for the release of the Clinton murder case in 60 years. Like, we had to wait for the declassification of the
Tonkin resolution.
Yeah, the Gulf of Tonkin incident that started Vietnam. Like, we'll have to wait 60 fucking years to get the truth. And we'll find out, the Clintons are a, assassin fucking family who, if you talk badly about them, which I'm going to talk bad about, they don't get a fucking chance. Like, I swear to God. They're some of the creepiest people ever. If you've ever seen them talk.
Dude, Bill Clinton was Sleepy Joe before Sleepy Joe was sleepy. Okay, that
is true.
That was way back in the day. You see Bill Clinton with little children in, 1995?
Oh my god! And have you also heard about the fact that like Sleepy Joe and the fact that he was in charge of project what was it? Fucking Fast and Furious or whatever.
What?
Not FBI, or technically they're part of the FBI.
What
about ATF? Where there was a part of the ATF during Obama's administration that Sleepy Joe was a part of. That was smuggling weapons out to Mexico. The what's it called? Cartels.
Oh, really?
They were the ATF, the people who were supposed to make sure that you're not having a felony, right? You don't add a screw to the back of your pistol and a plank of wood and make it a felony. These people were giving guns to the fucking cartel, and no one talks about that.
Not a fucking peep. Or Epstein's suicide.
Yeah, no one.
I didn't hear a peep from the media. I saw tons of people.
It was once again one of those things.
Tons of people on Twitter for a week, and then everybody forgot about it on Twitter. And then people went on Reddit, and people are still talking about it on Reddit. But people are still talking about all sorts of bullshit on Reddit.
Yeah.
When controversies die, they go to Reddit. That's what happens. Or 4chan. Worst case scenario.
Worst
case scenario.
4chan. Yeah, the worst case scenario is 4chan gets a hold of it.
But that's when we find out the truth.
Makes the media then all of a sudden think some shit's connected.
It's
to the
actually
Nazis.
important.
Yeah, the fact that they got Pepe the Pig. Or Pepe the Pig.
The frog, man.
The frog was connected to Nazis or white nationalists or whatever. It's
it's the biggest.
And you know where they got it from? Fucking 4chan. And Twitter. These people are giving us information. They're pulling it from a social media website where people literally post nudes and memes.
Exclusive.
Yeah. How fucking I want to say retarded, but that's an insult to people with special needs. How dense of a human brain do you have to be that fucking stupid? You can't make an actual product.
It doesn't make sense.
This is the thing with WaccPacc that we all need to just fucking sign an agreement that we're not ever going to become something as
we're not going to go on 4chan.
Mentally disabled as mainstream media, whether it's fucking Disney, DreamWorks, Fox, CNN. if it's at all anything mainstream, if we ever become mainstream, we have to promise ourselves that we're not going to become so mentally disabled that we're going to make something so horrible. That's one of my biggest issues, is that the fact that they get all this money, they can make an awesome product, but they just produce shit because that's all they have to do. They literally could jerk off on a piece of paper or fucking finger themselves and make millions.
I mean, this is what they're doing with the whole NFT business. I mean, people are really just...
And that's going to die.
Making a monkey. I mean, no, but this is the thing. NFTs are for rich people. And I'm not talking about Billy Joel down the street, okay?
Who has $1 million.
Who goes to a golf country club, right? Because his father was an electrician and he inherited all his fucking money. Okay,
Yeah,
not that kind of rich.
electrical fire.
I'm talking about Bill Gates kind of rich. I'm talking about Elon Musk.
Where you could buy
these super NFTs.
No, you could buy a super, like, an aircraft carrier, be able to hire the people, one, to work on it, and have the money to install, I think,
Just
exorbitant
amounts
the
of
new
money.
not George Floyd, the new Ford class super carrier, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
It can hold like 90 aircraft. Like, these people have that money, one, to buy it, which is, I think, 14 billion
Somewhere around there, bro.
for an aircraft carrier, and then the install, like, I think
Whoa, what, 14 million for an aircraft?
billion.
Billion, okay. I thought you said million. I was like, that's two.
I want to say it's
Jet
billion.
million.
Like or maybe that's the what the research was, because this has been going on for like 20 years.
I don't know, but it's a lot of money. I mean, Elon Musk just bought Twitter.
Yeah, for 2 point whatever billion.
It was so many $billion.
Million? I don't fucking know.
Matter
All
of
I
fact,
know
let me
is
look
there
it
was
up right now.
alien after it, and that's all I need to know. That that's not in my account. Because I can, I like, oh my god, dude. I've got 4 digits in on my bank account, and 2 of them are behind the little period. Like
44 billion. He dropped 44 billion.
Ah, shit.
I'm scared to drop $44 on a video game, and he bought a whole social media.
You've got to be terrified anymore to pay like $40, and we'll go back to lining up for the next topic. $40 for a video game. I mean, I'm afraid to even pay for video games anymore when they've come out. Like, I've waited so long once for
Play Warzone. It's free.
Yeah,
Play Valorant. It's free.
I waited so long for Call of Duty Black Ops because it came out and it was dog water.
Oh,
Like the online part.
Well, Vanguard is garbage.
No, it's still garbage.
Or you talking about Cold War?
Cold War, yeah.
Cold War, yeah. Cold War multiplayer on launch was garbage. I stuck to the zombies. I played D Machine. That was fire.
Yeah, it's still fire.
The zombies is fire.
Like that.
The multiplayer is still kind of sketchy.
Yeah,
but
there is a few times, like, I don't have it recorded, but there's a few times where I've watched someone literally just like sideways walk. Hi, Lily. Can you shut the door?
Hello, pooper scooper.
Stop!
I was trying to say hi to you.
We're in the middle of recording. Who else would I be screaming at? Like,
Really just walked in the house.
okay, whatever then. I guess I'll just have to cut that bit out. But we got 9 minutes.
I don't even know what was I talking about.
I don't even know anymore. But oh yeah, like you can't trust anything anymore. Like I can't trust media like at all. To like, and it's a product. It's a product that you, one, have the money and the facilities to produce. Yet you just put out dog water because that's what makes you money.
Yeah, I mean, all the video games nowadays are doing this. I mean, just so many
DLCs?
franchises are.
Thanks. I paid $60 for an updatable game. You absolute goon. You like. There's a reason why something like what's it called, Cyberpunk 2077
yeah.
is such a meme. But the thing is every game is like that. It gets pumped up. The only issue is it doesn't get pumped up for nearly a decade, and then turn out to be absolute dog water.
Yeah, I mean,
they get pumped up for a year, and then it turns out that you have to spend, I don't know, like 4 months to wait for an update because something's broken, because they couldn't just fix it when they were making it.
I mean, that kind of game design is not good at all for long term. I mean, it is just garbage because eventually people are going to say, hey, this game was made by Activision. What else did they work on? Call of Duty Vanguard. Well, I'm not buying this game. Are you kidding me? And now they're trying to raise it because of inflation. They're trying to make games $70. I'm going to drop $70 on a new this garbage Call of Duty game?
Not even a half-finished product.
It's
not even half-finished. Not even a quarter. I would say it's in its infancy.
It's terrible. And this is why, like, free games like Warzone and Fortnite are, they're flourishing. I mean, because people are fed up with it. And now, what do you think?
You're also getting what you're paying for.
Yeah.
It's free, so it's not even going to be finished when you buy it. And so you have to expect that.
Yeah,
but when you pay $70, that's $30 from being $100. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, if Epic Games drops, like, some game right now, I don't even know. If they drop some game right now for $70, I will be like,
Star Wars.
I don't see
this new Star Wars game. I think.
Is it like the same Battlefront stuff? Okay, that might be EA, so I might have.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Not Epic.
Yeah, but Epic Games, if they drop a $70 game, I'm definitely considering it way more than an EA game or an Activision game, because I know that I'm going to be able to like play this game for a long time, and it's going to be quality, and I'm not going to have to wait 3 months to be able to see my gun.
Yeah.
Like when I played Cold War multiplayer, I couldn't see my secondary for a month.
Warzone. That's been my biggest issue is my guns don't show up.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
reticles
of
don't
course,
show up.
you know, last gen and all that, but why do we just have to ignore that stuff? Because nobody's getting PS5s.
No, like and like that in itself is sketchy as hell because it's like you have the money, like. But no, I think like the I love Sony products, right? Like I've got 2 sets of Sony headphones, Bluetooth, and the ones that I use for this now. I've got 2 PS4s. Like I love Sony; they make great products, but release the PS5. Like, stop sending it out in little bundles.
Like they need to.
Like by the time I'm gonna get my hands on a PS5, the PS6 is gonna come out. And it's gonna be the same issue.
They should have delayed the release because. Were we really ready for a PS5? I don't think we were ready. Cause,
no, we were in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
No, I mean, nobody was ready for a PS5 at all, or an Xbox One, or anything like that. Because nobody has any money. Okay, COVID-19, you know, we got all this stuff. People getting sick. People have no money because they can't work. Right? And now, PS5, with the shortages and all that, they should have just waited. They should have improved the console and waited. The console is good enough. Imagine what it would have been if they delayed it 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, and then further did
the
process.
PS4 is not outdated at all.
No, in fact, I'm willing to pay for another 2 PS4s.
Yeah, just
before I put down like $1,500 on one PS5.
Yeah, but I mean, just scrappers and all that.
Dude.
That's so crazy. Sometimes, you know, you just want to rob their house and steal their PS4.
Dude, yeah, like that. It's like, you mean to tell me because of your greed, I have to wait? Someone who's I don't even know if I'll ever get a PS5. Like I have to.
Maybe in a couple of years. In a couple of years when.
Maybe it'll be like the same thing like what I'm gonna do with the PS3 because I still got all those PS3 games.
But I mean, the thing is, people really don't need PS5 because the games can run just fine on a PS4 Pro. Absolutely.
And this isn't even a PS4 Pro, and it works fine.
This is a PS4, right? It's just running
slim.
Like the gameplay that's on right now. It's smooth, you know. It looks
Beautiful.
good. It's not fracturing.
No, and it all comes down to like if you were going to get like the.
Like the guns take a couple seconds to load in.
And that's because it's Call of Duty though. Also, it comes down to the fact that it's also you have to worry about like your internet and stuff because that also has a play into it.
That's like
my PS4 has run perfectly fine since I've got it. In fact, the old PS4 that me and my brother used to share still works flawlessly.
Yeah.
In fact, he still has it.
What do you want?
Recording.
What's that?
Recording.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. We'll have to wrap up here soon because we got 3 minutes.
I was just coming up to look at your microphone.
It can probably hear you actually, because I have it cranked.
It looks pretty.
So that I could sit here and he could sit there.
It's a pretty good microphone, honestly.
Yeah.
You know Mountain Dew?
Are you leaving? Go up north?
Yep.
All right.
Tell them to check on the cats.
I will.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that way I don't have to leave early in the morning. I can just wake up and start cutting tile. Hopefully I can finish it all tomorrow.
All right.
Be good. Be safe.
We will. Drive safe.
Love you.
Love you.
Alright, what is
So
it?
that was Papa Silas, I guess we'll call him.
Yeah. Papa San.
Papa Si. But yeah, well, we've got 2 minutes, so we better wrap this up. But anyways, basically, if you've made it this far, thank you. Also, why? Why would you hate yourself that much?
Honestly, I think you're more insane than me if you made it this far into this podcast.
Yeah, like that. The 45 minutes that we've been sitting here talking.
Who's really mentally deranged? You or me?
The fact that we've been talking about media sucking so much. So I don't see enough podcasts about it. That's why I want to do it. Especially with you because, I mean, none of the other guys have the mental capacity to really keep up with this without spouting out like 30 memes every 20 seconds without making some contribution.
Oh, we have 5 people. It would be terrible.
Dude, nothing would happen. We'd still
We
be
couldn't do
talking. We
nothing.
would still be on the intro because
We would be talking about
Because-
Amber Heard shit in the
because
bed.
little-
We would still
we would-
still be on that.
Little Russian would still be trying to like show us memes, and it's like, dude, no one. He would be like pointing the phone towards the microphone, or you'd have someone like playing like music at the top of it, or like looking at Instagram. So, no, we have to do this in like small groups, but
No.
yeah, no. Once again, thank you for watching. We'll probably like talk. Just thank you guys, and also tell you to subscribe to all the channels. I think I was able to link Whack Bros Entertainment, the main overhead channel for everything Whack. I love that's I love that I just thought of that.
Of course, the
Because
plug.
I mean that's a horrible thing, but I mean that I just said because it's terrible, but I mean it works because it's true. But yeah, please consider subscribing, sharing, liking, doing all that fun stuff.
And remember, folks, stay black.
God,
The most
Stay-
important thing:
stay whack, everybody.
stay black, stay
Oh my God.
whack, stay on crack. Let's go.
Bye,
GG.
everyone.
Hasta la vista. I hate you
Peace.
so much.
Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all that fun stuff. Comment WaccPacc number 2, a success. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Oh!